All right, so we made an exchange. This is supposed to be the right stuff here. Let's take a look. Well, that sure looks like the old gear. I think we got the right one. It's got the step in it. Okay, so we'll try this one more time. It's our cam gear here. I guess the second time the charm, hopefully. Open up that door and get a little more light in here. So again, we're going to do the same thing here. We're just going to kind of stick our gear on here, and boy, that sure fits a lot better than the other gear. We're going to come up to 12 o'clock. All right, about 12 noon. Take our crank gear. We want to rotate this to about 6. Let's get this motor straight up and down here. So there's 6 and 12, approximately. Let's hang our chain on here. Six and 12. We might have to tap that just slightly. Again, I put emphasis on the word tap and not pound or bang. So now we've got, you see our pin is not coming all the way out, and that's where our dimple's going to go on our eccentric. So we'll just put our eccentric in there. Get that right up in the hole there. And let's see what kind of a result we get here. That's much better. Well, let's tighten her up and see what we get. Set this for the correct torque value here. There. Verify that these marks are right. Well, actually, looks like we're off a tooth. That's what you get when you don't pay attention. You just tighten stuff up randomly. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make an adjustment here. You got to be at 12 and 6, these gears. Well, I'm right at 6 o'clock on that one. I'm off in this direction, so we need to work that back off of there. Let's work the gear back off. Sometimes you got to get behind this turkey and pry it a little bit. Get her back out of there. We definitely want to make sure that our timing is set correctly. Okay. So I'm going to move this up over just a hair. Looks like we're off just one tooth here. The other way. Still off a tooth. There we go. We just had to make a slight adjustment there. Timing marks are not lined up. The engine's not going to run like it's supposed to. If you look at those marks now, we'll go straight through the center line there, and those marks are lined up just perfect. 6 and 12. You can't always get it perfect, but if it's off a tooth, you can adjust it. That's one of the reasons you want to take a straight edge and check those marks. You want to make sure that those are at 12 and 6. As long as you get them at 12 and 6, in the end, everything will be fine. Make sure you torque your bolt specs. May have to hold the crank here. There we go. Verify your marks, and we are at 12 and 6. And then again, we want to rotate this crank and make sure we don't have any trouble with it. So we'll put our bolt back in here. Grab our crankshaft rotation tool. Oh, that's beautiful. It's turning like it's supposed to. Now, when you set these up at 12 and 6, you're actually not on top dead center compression. So we'll come back around and show you what I mean. So there's 12 and 6, dot to dot. But the engine is actually, the number one cylinder is actually an overlap or on the exhaust stroke at that point. In order to get the engine to top dead center power, we got to go one more turn right there. And top dead center compression stroke on number 1 is actually when this dot is at 12, or actually 6, and this dot is at 6. So this dot's on the top, and this dot's on the top. The reason we set it up with the dot to dot here is just because it's easier to put the straight edge on. It's easy to verify.